Hi, welcome back to Holistic Developer. I hope you're having an amazing time. Today I want to talk with you about something really important that any developer, any professional should have. And you might be already guessing or already know because the title told you what we're talking about today. But today we're going to talk about your LinkedIn profile. And as a professional, as a software developer, as a technical person, you need to have a LinkedIn profile. It doesn't matter if you're looking for a job or not, you need to have a profile. And I will share with you a few tips or a few things that you need to do to have your LinkedIn profile in place. LinkedIn as a platform was launched in 2003. And currently in 2020, there are more than 600 million users worldwide. Therefore, you need to work on your LinkedIn profile to stand out. And the reason you have to do that is to get better and higher job opportunities. And what I'll be doing in this video, I'll be answering what can you do to your LinkedIn profile to stand out? What can you do to your LinkedIn profile to get better opportunities? What can you do to use your LinkedIn profile in the most effective way? How to make most use of your LinkedIn profile. So these are just a few questions that I'll be answering in this video. LinkedIn is used by many professionals, as we already stated, right? So recruiters are using LinkedIn to look for candidates, and they are looking at thousands of candidates every single day. Therefore, they spend really little time on everybody's profile. The very first thing that they're looking at is a picture. Therefore, you need to have a professional picture. There is a study that was performed, and it's like the profiles that have pictures, they have 40% higher chances of getting job opportunities versus the ones who don't have a picture. So use a professional picture, a recent one, a fresh picture, a high resolution picture, a picture where you're facing the camera, and a picture where you're smiling, because people are drawn to positive people. So make yourself your favor, make sure that picture that you are using in your profile, it's a great profile picture. Next thing, really important thing, is headline. A lot of people are looking at headlines, including recruiters and also people who want to grow a network in their industry, like let's say in computer science. People connect and look at others' opportunities or others' experience, and they try to learn from them. They're looking for mentors, coaches, and so on, right? So the next thing that everybody's looking is headline, and it's really important. The headline usually it's defaulted to your current job, but there are 120 characters that you should definitely take advantage of. So first thing that you include in your headline should be your job description, the company you're working for, and also something that describes you, something that describes your specialty, right? And you can say, okay, I'm a software developer who solves real world problems of manufacturing in today's world. You include something about you, what you're doing. The next really important thing is the summary. So what are the recommendations for the summary? The summary, it's 2,000 characters, and everybody sees just the first 3 or 4 lines. So make sure that you have the most important information in your summary in the very first 3 lines of text. And if people want to learn more about you, they will click on the ellipsis button and they will read everything else. And in there, because you want to save time, you should add information from the first person. Don't do it from the third person ever. The information on your LinkedIn profile should be from the first person, and it's recommended to have bullet points. I've did that, I've done that, I'm able to do that. Next thing that you do, make sure that the information that you're writing there, it also answers the questions, what can you do for the person who's reading your summary right now? Because that way you are setting yourself apart from everybody else that speak about themselves only. And in this case, you answer the questions like, what can you do for somebody else, right? The next thing, make sure that you're using keywords. LinkedIn is a search engine also, and why you might have a LinkedIn is you want to stand out, to make sure that you're using keywords in the right places. Also, it's a good thing to include your contact information. Yes, you might say that there's contact information already in your profile, but that's not public to everybody. So if you want to facilitate somebody reaching out, let's say you want a Google recruiter to reach out to you and propose an interview, they will do the fastest way probably to contact you via email or something like that. So make sure to include your contact information in your summary. And also, as a software developer, it's a good thing to showcase your work. How can you do that? You cannot do that in a resume, but you can do that with your LinkedIn profile, and I recommend you to do that. So when you are in your summary, you have the opportunity to upload something or provide a link. So make sure that you add a link to your GitHub or your website that you built or your app or a presentation that you've done, anything that will show who you are and will show for your work, examples or your projects or something like that. Make sure that you are including that. It's a social proof of what can you do. And it's really important as a software developer to showcase what can you do. What else? I don't think I'm singing well. We talked about the profile picture. It's important. Headline is important. Summary is really important. And LinkedIn actually shows if your profile is complete. So in order to get a complete profile, you know that you're done. You will have an all-star situation if you're done. Otherwise, you will have incomplete information. So try to avoid that. Try to have your profile ready. The next thing that you should do is to have recommendations. Recommendations are really important, and usually the recommendation that you have on your profile should be from somebody, your ex-manager or current manager, your people who you worked and collaborated with, and make sure that you add that. Because until now, right, everything, the headline, the summary that you have on your page, on your LinkedIn profile, it's something that you talk about you, what can you do, what are your skills, abilities, and so on. But recommendations are actually somebody else's proving and talking on your behalf of what can you do. They actually reinforce what you already stated, right? And the best time to get and ask for a recommendation is to actually do that after you completed a successful project. Let's say you're working on something right now and you know it's successful and so on. Then after that, you can reach out to your, let's say, team lead or something like that and ask for a recommendation, or your boss and so on. So make sure that you are adding recommendation to your LinkedIn profile. By default, LinkedIn doesn't show your skills if you didn't add anything. So make sure that you are adding your top skills. Recommendation there is to have the top 3 skills at the top, because those will be the very first thing that it will be shown on your profile. Make sure that you're adding the most relevant skills, that first 10 skills should be the most relevant. And make sure that you're adding soft skills and hard skills, not only hard skills, because we talked multiple times, soft skills are important as well. And usually the skills are actually something that leads you to be found when somebody is looking for a specific, let's say, a recruiter is looking for C# developer. So when they will look into the search bar, they will type C#, and if you have that in your skills, they will be found. You will be found like that. And also a great thing, like when you have these skills, a lot of your contacts will endorse you for certain skills. So that's a great thing to have on your profile. You make sure that your colleagues are endorsing you for the skills that you have. Let's talk about the Uber tips that I want to provide to you. Very first thing, make sure that you are updating your LinkedIn URL profile, because everybody gets a generic one. They will have something LinkedIn/in/something, your first last name, numbers, and something like that. Change that to something more meaningful that you can reference anywhere that you want people to visit your profile. Also, make sure that you're changing your background pictures. Change it to something that speaks about you. I change it to this that I really like. It speaks about who I am. I like to connect. I like to solve puzzles. I like to use my brain to solve problems and so on. So make sure that you are changing your background picture. Next thing that you should do, you should include in your summary not only what you already accomplished, but things that you want to accomplish next. You might write, I want to learn machine learning next, or I want to apply the skills that I gathered while I took the class, the Harvard Business School class, and I would like to see where that will lead, or something like that. Add things that you want to do next. That is definitely a great thing to do on your summary. The next thing is also make sure that if you're looking for a job or not looking for a job, whatever where you are updating your profile settings that yes, I'm looking for a job, or no, there is a setting that you can turn on or off. That way you won't get spammed, or you will be getting the opportunities you're looking for. So make sure that you're updating your profile accordingly. Next thing is make sure that you are updating your profile every 3 months. That will make you stand out. Your profile will be most up to date. And I don't know what I'm doing special with my profile, maybe because I have it as an all-star profile. I have a lot of people reaching out to me and providing me job opportunities or interview opportunities. Like I had Microsoft reaching out to me, multiple Amazon, because they have multiple departments, multiple Amazon recruiters, Facebook. The interview that I had at Google, it actually a Google recruiter reached out to me via LinkedIn and asked me for me to interview with them. So definitely having your profile ready and complete will help you get opportunities that you're looking for. Also, I like really much the fact that you can provide the projects that you worked on, you can showcase everything you worked on. And also recently there was a new thing that LinkedIn added, it's skills quiz. The things that they see at the top skills that you have, and they provide you opportunity to take a quiz. And I heard different things about that. Not a lot of people like it, but it shows you in a good light. If you pass the quiz, you have a badge that is added to your profile and the recruiters can see that. If you didn't pass it, you get another opportunity in 3 months. So that's another thing that I recommend you to do, to take those quizzes if you want to set yourself apart. I love LinkedIn learning platform that they have. They have a lot of different courses from technical, creative, business, personal development, and so on. And every time you are finishing a course with their LinkedIn learning profile, they add the certification on your profile. And that is something that speaks really well about you. When people are visiting your profile and they see those certifications, they realize that you are a person who is working on growing and gathering more skills, more knowledge, new knowledge, and so on. So having that, it's a really a good thing that you should take advantage of. So I hope this video encouraged you to update your profile and get it complete, and make sure that you have an all-star profile that will set you apart from everybody else. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm looking to read all your comments. I'm curious to hear what you liked or disliked about this video. And as always, I'm wishing you happy engineering. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to get notifications when the next videos are coming up. Bye bye. Happy engineering.